morning. If it's morning, I don't know if it is for you, but it is for me. And so yeah, I just wanted to give an update on some stuff I've been going at it in my game, and yeah, well, let's just get into it, and I'll kind of see some of the progress and talk about some of the stuff that's new. Okay, let's go. So I've added some placeholder VO of my kids' voices. It's kind of fun, so let's give it a watch. Also, it's on like the lowest quality settings, so apologies if you're expecting high quality. I'm running on my laptop, so that's all I got, and let's see where it goes.
Dad, I got something.
Steady. Steady. Good job. So that's supposed to be an
Thanks,
animation
Dad.
where he catches. Time to head back. Clean it and keep the guts for bait. Always be patient. The fish will come.
I will, Dad.
So, the first mission is just to get to the little opening and get to the docks, as you saw in the top corner there. Hopefully they have some people going by on that boat, some noises, and yeah. I've been working on getting some triggers to work with the anchor trees and stuff. And still a bit of work in progress. Everything's iterate and keep moving forward. So that's supposed to be the son of the main character, and he eventually will have a different model. So
Now that's what I call a fish, Raha. Good one, boy.
it comes and turns in the fish. There'll probably be some extra little banter there if you want to have it. I haven't really put it in. So yeah, this is kind of the starting location. We've got like this little dock you come in on, and basically you're forced to head into this long haul. There's water, but the idea is it'll be too cold, so you won't be able to just go in the water. It'll say something like, "Ooh, not going for a dip right now," or something along those lines. And I've got it all kind of blocked off with these rock formations, so that your only choice really is to go to the long haul.
Ah, nice catch you got there. Gunner was asking for you. He's inside.
I'll check in. Thanks, Sora. And that is my daughter doing some VO for me. We've got a lot of placeholder models. Eventually that's going to be like a little child, and she's going to be out there playing. Got this cute little doggy here. Pet, pet. And you come inside.
Hope you're ready for a feast. Some travelers showed up. Now I got to chop. Gunner's looking for you.
Okay. So we gotta go talk to Gunner. Gunner's over here.
Ah, there you are. Grab some mead.
So, depending on your answer, you'll get like some reps. I got 50 Odin rep because I said let us drink. And then you'd be kind of like hanging out. He has some more lines that aren't showing up, but basically there's a guest, and he made a deal that he'd give us a bunch of stuff for the long haul if we just gave him a fresh goat to eat. And so that's what we did, and there'll be some people here that you are doing the partying with. And once you're kind of done with that, this door over here will be shut, and you'll kind of be like, okay, I'll go this
In
way.
the spirit of strength and our guest, why not settle this once and for all? I challenge you to begin a combat.
So then you'll have the option to stick around at the party.
Give me a minute. Be right back. You're not getting out of this.
But yes, you're not getting out of it. The only way to get past this part of the game will be that you'll have to do the training, which is the Gleam of Combat. So, say let's go.
Let's go. For honor and glory.
And then the map would fade to black, and we would be teleported over to this location. I've got a trigger here that kind of starts it, but it's still very basic. So then you'd be out here, and then you'd start by fighting one guy, but I'm just gonna knock him out. And then that would be you learning how to punch and stuff, so that guy won't really be punching very much. And then the second guy will teach you about blocking, and then after you learn those, like a third guy that's even bigger than them will step in and be like, oh, I'll take you on. And then he gives you like a big headbutt or something like that, and then you get knocked out. And then once you're knocked out, you would reappear inside of here, up there on the beds. So it's basically like your bed up there, and then if you get knocked out in the game, that's also where you respawn for now. So then you'd come back here, and then Gunner would talk to you and tell you about, well, there's this stuff going on, we need it taken care of. And so you would leave your nice little town, and there'd be a possible side quest over here, which isn't hooked up. And you kind of walk down here. As you keep going, you'll find some combat training. So this, you'll stop and you'll get your first like sword type weapon, and they'll just teach you how to swing it or something simple, nothing too difficult. And then once you get past that, you have two options of things you could do. You can go help over here where this boat is, or you could go up top here where this bridge is. So if you go over to where the bridge is, there'll be a bunch of guys here, and the only way to cross the bridge, well, is to fight them all and win, which will probably be fairly difficult, or you have to pay them a toll. So they've kind of taken over the bridge and aren't going to let anyone through unless they give them some money. So you'd head on back over this way, because there's basically a quest over here where these guys are having trouble. They're having trouble with these wolves. So you'd head over here. It'd be probably a more obvious trail to these little town over here, or I might just move the town a bit closer to the bridge, just so you don't have to worry. And then you talk to them, and it basically gives you like a simple get this many wolves and then come back. So you head over there, and you can see there's some wolves out here. Not a lot right now, I just have a few, and I just roam around so they can kind of go wherever. But you can target lock them and roll away if you needed to, but they're tough. And oh, there's a second one. They could get me, and then I'd have to start back at the long haul. But I got this nice one-hit punch right now. Ooh, got him. All right. So then, I'd walk back and I'd turn in the pelts or whatnot and say like, yeah, look, I got this many wolves. However, we want to do the quest part. And they would send me on my way to check out the forest. Oh no! So there's a good example of me getting knocked out. So yeah, and then basically I'm just gonna cheat my way over there because I don't want to spend the time walking back there. I might have a few more respawn places too, like one that's just in this town, so you don't have to run so far. I'm still working on how that works. I just have it set up for one right now, but eventually it'll probably be an array with a distance check, depending on where you get knocked out. So then, yeah, you'll work your way into the forest, and you'll find this shrine, and then there's these even bigger wolves who will have a bit of a different move set if I can make it. Okay, I might have to run away and use my cheat because I don't want to have to keep dealing with it. Oh man, he's coming. But luckily I have a pause button and I've got this thing right now where I can just turn off the player damage so that way I don't have to worry. So we're in God mode, I guess. And then so get that mouse out of there. So then yeah, you'd take out these two guys. I figure when I have the sword, I'll have more distance. It won't be as hard to knock these guys out. Then there'll be this shrine here, and once you knock them out, well, basically one of the gods will appear like an apparition and say some stuff to you, and then a giant wolf will come by. Fenrir, in the Norse mythology, he's the god of that, well, not the god, he's the wolf that ends up eating the sun eater. So the idea here is that basically you could choose to help the wolf, or you could help the god that was summoned. I don't want to get into any of the details of that. I don't want to ruin all the surprises. And then after that, you'll head back over to that town, probably over there, and then they'll be like, oh man, that's crazy, thanks for your help, and give you enough money to pay the bridge toll if that's what you want to do. And like I said, you could just skip all that content, because if you're good enough at attacking in combat, you'd be able to take out all these guys, and you wouldn't have to do that stuff. And none of that stuff over there really is the main storyline. It's choices you make by going over there will affect the main storyline, but if you don't, then it'll just go a certain way. So then, you run by all those guys, if you're me, but you basically talk to them, and they'd be like friendly, and you'd be able to just walk through. And after that, like, your mission is to head through this misty area in search of a guy named Halvard who's in need of your help. This stuff you'd have learned in the long haul, because if you spent time talking to people, they'll give you information. And this is also what you would have learned before you left in the first place. So it gets pretty misty, but if you decide to keep going forward, you'll end up through it. And then we kind of make our way to the kind of cave mine over here. Now this would be a friendly wolf. This would be Halvard's pet. He'd see you, and then you'd hear like a big bullhorn, like, and then he would start running back to the mine over here. And then that's my kind of placeholder Halvard, and like that's basically where I'm at so far. Then eventually, yeah, you would go in there, and there'd be some things you have to do. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give an update, and that's that's what I got for now. Thanks.